Good morning, viewers. Uh-oh. YouTube is not happy. Are you serious? Oh, there we go. Okay, YouTube should now be working. Okay, connection established. Let's just make sure that's working. It'll take me a minute to get everything set up here. It's mostly on the YouTube side of things. And good evening, Phil. You are early. Hello, the boy Smythe as well. Glad you could make it, chaps. Yeah, just need to quickly set everything up on the YouTube side of things. Yeah, it's fine here. Okay, that's good. Thank you for checking that. Yeah, you probably have all seen the news that SES have teased a Turkish DLC upcoming. So far, all we've gotten to have a look at is a bridge, but we haven't gotten to see any of the actual, what's going to be included with it. All we know is that it is officially confirmed to be coming, which I'm really excited about because A, that allows the game to expand into Asia, and B, it's something I've been asking for. Like, the little bit of Turkey we currently have with Road to the Black Sea is nowhere near enough to truly get Turkey in this game. Anyway, need to finish setting this up and stop waffling. Hopefully everyone has had a good week, and yeah, yeah, I've been mostly working on my upcoming Nedatal bomb review. Trust me, I've been dithering on it, quite frankly, and I probably need to get it out by today. Smythe says, I guess that would increase the longest inland route too. What do you mean? I'm not entirely sure what you mean there. Right, I need to go here. Need to go to playlists and move that to the top. Yeah. Move that to the top. Make sure that's synced up properly. Yeah. No! I hate how the switch account button on YouTube is right next to the sign out button. That's really annoying. Yeah, now I have to sign into everything again because I accidentally signed out. No. Yeah, sorry about this. Smythe says, my longest drive is from Russia to Portugal. I suspect from deeper in Turkey, maybe further if planned correctly. Yeah, that's probably going to be a thing. Hopefully we'll get the entirety of Turkey and not just half of it and then save the rest for the next DLC. Because it takes so long for DLCs to go from announcement to release in this game. I think with Nordic Horizons it was 2 years or something from announcement to release or something ridiculous like that. So we'll see. What was I? Oh yeah, I know what I was doing. Yeah, I do apologize for all this. Speaking of Russia, we'll probably be getting Heart of Russia soon, which that should be good too. I know my truck has is like Ukrainian themed, but I'd still be interested to drive it inside Russia because, well, it's an interesting country and I want to like explore all of those like Soviet era taiga back roads. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, whoops. Now, yeah, sign into that. Spice says, Phil, I saw someone do some fun stuff with Thomas in, I presume, Wonders of Sodor, like I was. The chap did 300 trucks with Gordon. Yeah. I haven't got, what is it? I haven't got, Wonders of Sodor myself, but yes, some people have been getting up to some predictable shenanigans with a officially licensed Thomas game. Anyway, what happened here? Okay. Okay. Yeah. There. Okay. I'm all ready now. That took 7 minutes of faffing around because I misclicked. Phil says 300. Wow, that is a great effort. Yeah, that is a great effort. My word. Right. Okay. If you remember from the last stream, I'm doing a job from Podgorica in Montenegro to A Coruña in Spain, and we left off at a service station on the A7, in between Milan and Genoa. So yeah, we've got 1,800 kilometers of road ahead of us. Let's get moving. Hopefully everyone's had a good week. How much fuel do I have? Okay, let's pull in at this gas station. Oh, my Twitch stream's lagging a bit behind. Oh, my Twitch stream has stopped. Hang on. Okay, it's streaming fine according to OBS. It's just my phone lagging a bit. Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to have to reload Twitch on my phone here. Ugh. Excuse me. Are you going to work now? Yes, you are. Phil, yeah. It's just my phone. Sometimes it lags a bit with Twitch. It wasn't, yeah. It was completely, it was still transmitting fine to Twitch. It's just my phone not liking to run Twitch for some reason. And it stopped again. Maybe it might be the internet. Hang on. I'll have to try and figure this out. You guys will probably still be able to see this fine, but yeah, this is just, if I try restarting it. Are you going to work now? Ah, just banged my mic, sorry. You probably heard a crashing noise. Okay, so I think it's working now. I think I've got it sorted. Alright. On the road again. Let's get some dinosaur juice and then let's get back on the road. Alright. Oh. Okay, we're clear. Let's get on the highway. think I need to adjust where I have my controller. There we go. Alright. I think we're continuing straight here. We are continuing straight here. Okay, headlights are on. Phil says, hope you have a good week. Yeah. I have had it. I have had a good week. It's been really busy, and I've been busy making, when I've not been streaming, studying. I've been working on the Nidataban review. It's my first review in Train Sim World, and I've been trying to include a bunch of stuff. So I've been researching, writing the script, recording the voice lines, and I'm currently trying to get all the in-game footage, which I'm halfway done getting through the in-game footage, and then I've just got to piece it all together. So yeah, it's been a bit of a slog, and it's been difficult trying to figure out the formula for making this. But I think I've got the way of doing this down, pretty much down. So, oh boy, wow, this road is winding. I think I'll have to concentrate here. And then I've also been trying to catch up on Star Trek, since I haven't had access to it. So I've been watching Starfleet Academy for the first time, and it was actually pretty decent, I gotta say. I did really I think Academy is pretty decent, and the fact that it got cancelled by Paramount after just one season, before the show had the time to find its legs. Slipping behind this hopping lorry here, I think is a major disappointment. Anyway, am I getting off to the right hand? I am getting off to the right hand side here. So yeah, it's been a busy week, in other words. Hopefully you've had a good week, Phil. Oh, almost forgot. Me banging tunes. Bam. Non-copyrighted, of course. You can find a link.
Exit right.
Oh boy, that's a 40 limit. There we go. Hang on, I need to pause. Phil says, not too bad, only worked 3 days this week. You lucky beggar. So, yeah. Hopefully your hobbies have also been going well too. Alright, back up to 60. Speed. Yeah. Wait a minute. Viewers, you have a choice. Do you want me to go via this little road here, or do you want me to... I'll take the motorway via Meath. Phil says, spent some time catching up on my research as I had the day off yesterday. Nice. Wait a minute. Whoa, what is this? What's that icon? I've never seen that one before. Spy says, I had a good week, caught Phil's stream for a change. Nice. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a company. Can I buy those? I've never... Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Anyway. Yeah. I haven't been able to capture Phil's streams because they're late at night for him. They're in my morning, UK morning, so I haven't been able to catch up on them. Sorry, Phil. But yeah, it's been a decent week for me. And yeah. Phil says it's all good, mate. Thanks. Glad to know I wasn't like I didn't mean any offense, if you know what I mean. Anyway, up to 80. Nice. Yeah, I think the only part of the week which I didn't like, was just the absolute crazy news which has been going on recently. I'm not gonna say, because I don't. Yeah, I try to avoid political topics on this channel at all costs, but there was some good news. The Artemis 2 rocket launch around the moon, got some good pictures. Successful splashdown, astronauts are all good. Considering no one's attempted a moon mission in, what, half a century at this point? Really went well. Ugh. Stupid damn bots. Swear I'm going to blow a fuse with these stupid mother trucking bots. Why can't Twitch get a handle on these stupid bots, man? Right. Right. No, that's... come on. Right. You, buddy. No. I want... No. Why can't I... Where can I... Okay. I think they've moved stuff around. Okay, where can I want to... Phil says, got him? Oh, thank you. Alright. Refresh the chat overlay so it gets rid of that stupid message. Yeah, I do apologize. It always seems as though Twitch is like... Stupid Twitch is like... Twitch never gets these bots. YouTube seems to have a much better handle on the bots than Twitch does, and I have no idea why. And there's usually like 1 or 2 per stream that always manage to show up, and then I have to ban them, and then they make new accounts and come back. Ugh. Comes with the territory, I suppose. Can't do anything about it. All right. Continuing on the A10 toward Niza. Got 1,100 kilometers of fuel, so might as well plan my next fuel stop. So in Montpellier, how far is that away? 430 kilometers. Might as well do some fuel planning while I'm here. Maybe when I get to Bayonne? What about this fuel stop here? 900 kilometers. Yeah. So if I stop for fuel near Lac, I think that's how you pronounce that, I should have enough. If I get hop and then hop, I'll just need to do one more. If I'm economical, I can make it on just 2 tanks more fuel. Oh, blah. I forgot I had notifications on, so... Need to do not disturb on. There we go. Oh, turned on the wipers by accident. There we go. Right, should be able to get, and we're basically like part 1 of this trip, like half of it was not on motorways, it was on backcountry 2-lane roads through the Balkans, so we should be able to do the 1,700 kilometers. Ooh, thank you, lane keeping support. Much faster. Ah, toll booth, lovely. Yeah, as I was saying before, well, yeah. So, anyway, so chat, what do you think of the Turkish DLC? I know we've only got 1 area confirmed so far. And that's basically it. Oh, I need to get in the left lane. Let this panda by. Yeah, the Turkish DLC, like, that's something I've been asking for a while due to the general lack of Turkey in this game. We only have, what, like a bit of Istanbul? And that's basically it so far. Right, 30 kilometers an hour. 39 euro. Let's get up to... back up to 80. Watch those wing mirrors. Get out of the way, come on. We're supposed to be doing 80. Ooh. There's the Mediterranean. Very nice. Alright, this is my first time going along this particular stretch of road. We're now entering what is a... yeah, we're now entering the... I forgot, we're actually entering the Riviera now. One of the most beautiful stretches of coastline in Europe. And... yeah. Like... many a rich person's playground. Okay. According to my fuel, I'm averaging 3.4 kilometers a litre. Yeah, but at least it gives me, like, the total distance. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, and welcome to France. Spy said, I suppose they're just keeping to the European areas as per the name. Wonder what they called Asian Truck Sim as ATS is American. Honestly, I couldn't care less if it's called Euro Truck Sim and then it expands into like the Middle East and North Africa. Because, oh, that's not a very good shot. Like, that'd be, like, ProMods, if you're aware of them, they've expanded into North Africa, Central Asia, Middle East, and honestly, if they still called it Euro Truck Simulator, and just expanded into Asia, Middle East, Africa, I'd be fine with that, because I just want as diverse a range of places as possible. Oh, and I forgot we're in France, so we can do 90 now. Very nice. Yay! Up to 90. Yeah. Honestly, I don't want, like, separate truck simulators for Asia and Europe because they're connected by land. I just want the whole thing to be called Euro Truck Simulator and it cover Europe, Asia, Africa, Middle East. Because that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, not another stupid toll booth. Ugh. Right. Where's the cashless gate? Okay, that truck's going on the right, so I'll follow him. Oi! Don't cut in front of me. Oh. These are the cash gates, and then it's cashless on the left. Okay. Now we're stuck in the cash-only lane. Ugh. That's annoying. Let's go. Back up to 90 kph. Continuing straight toward Nice and Marseille. I wonder what's going to be next for Train Sim World, because there's quite a few products in the roadmap. Oh no. Okay, let's let this Dacia by and get in the left lane. Let that gendarme in. Oh, okay. There's an extra lane. Sneak in behind this gendarme here. There we go. Yeah, I wonder what could be next for Train Sim World. Like, of course, as it's me, I want it to be the Tadami line being next, but I don't think that's coming out for at least another month because Union Workshop is working on Japanese passengers. Spice says, back in the mo, going to pop you in on the PC so I can have a bash at the Hunter Call of the Wild. Nice. I've never played like those story-based... is it story-based? Story-based like RPGs. Like, I've watched other people play them, but I would, like, I've seriously considered stuff like Kingdom Come Deliverance, because those games look gorgeous. But yeah, maybe it's a different kind of game. Oh. Where are we? Nice. Aha. There's a photo trophy directly on my... directly on my left. Sorry, I'm a bit congested for some reason this morning. I think it's the pollen. Let's see if we can get this photo trophy while we're here. Around... Nice Football Stadium. Take that. And we've also had confirmation of something that we are getting in Euro Trucks in 1.59 as well, which I forgot. We're getting Freeze King, I think is the name, which are a refrigerated trailer company, and it's like officially licensed and coming to the game, which is pretty cool. Especially since the Bobcat Cargo Pack was more like heavy equipment, so getting like something that's a bit out of the norm.
Caution. Please
on the brakes. Alright, and back to 90. Also, I hate to point this out to SCS, but why are you guys announcing Turkey if you can't release the 3 map expansions and coaches that are still coming out, and the 2 free remasters which are going to be done as well? Another toll booth. Break, 70 limit. Like, I would love to, I think before any map expansions, they just need to release coaches. 30 limit through here. Okay, I'm good. Right, engage. Oh, need to put you back up to 90, don't I? There we go. Speed. 20 hours to go, so... Oi! Ugh. Okay, you got out of the way at least. Can't believe you cut in front of me like that. At least the motorways are 3 lanes, so 2 trucks can overtake each other without blocking the flow of traffic. So, how much further France do we have? So we have Marseille, Montpellier, Toulouse, Lac, and Bayonne. Okie dokie. By the way, Maxwell says hi. He's still chilling in my passenger seat. That's one of the best mods on the Steam Workshop. Phil says, I was just checking out the announcement of the Turkey map. They're suggesting 2028. That seems like a reasonable time frame, judging by the other map the time frame of other map expansions coming to the game. But with the exception of Heart of Russia, of course, because that was going to release in 2022, but then the thing in Ukraine happened, so they're only going to just now release it, and they're after updating it. But I think before any map expansions, we need to get the Coaches DLC. Phil says they're saying it's likely to be the whole of Turkey. Okay, that's good. That's best case scenario for me then, because yeah, that'll be a day one purchase for me. Like, I've been wanting Turkey in this game for ages, and the fact we just have that little tiny bit with Road to the Black Sea has been an insult to the whole Turkish fan base, really. Well, player base, I should say. Phil says agree, definitely hanging out for those coaches. Yeah. Like, day one, I'm going to be purchasing one of those Volvo 9700D tri-axle double-decker long-haul buses. And also, here's something that I hope is done. I hope that the coaches are made compatible with the old livery packs. You know, like the nationality ones. Hello, JL Gaming. Glad you can make it. Right, let's go back up to 90. Back up to speed. Let's get in the right hand. For goodness sake. That guy blended right in with the tarmac. Sorry, mate. I didn't see him until it was too late. For some reason... Can you see car headlights in the mirrors in this game? No. You can't. No, people just don't have their headlights on. Like, yeah. And the fact that we're getting a Man Lions coach and a Scania coach, which I can't remember the model name of, at the same time is just, wow. Like, even if they charge the same as a map expansion, like, for me that's 2,500 Japanese yen for a full price map expansion. Like, even if they charge that, I'd argue even at full price, that's banger value for money. Yeah, but I think they just need to release coaches before doing any more map expansions. Like any more map expansions that they release are just like reminding us that we could be driving to them in a bus and we have to make do with a truck. You know what I mean? All right. 1,400 kilometers to go-ish. Phil says Iceland is supposed to be out this year, but hopefully coaches first. 100%. I think Iceland will definitely be the next DLC that they release. But yeah, Iceland's gonna be good. I love, like, the Arctic sea. Like, Nordic Horizons is currently my favorite map expansion in the game, and I just think, like, more Arctic scenery and tight 2-lane winding roads. Give it to me, please. Like, I'll pay full price for that day one, because I know SCS will absolutely deliver on that top tier quality. And then they're also going to do Illinois. Seems as though they're on the cusp of releasing Illinois for American Truck Simulator as well, which my brother's Joel's going to be very happy about because he loves American Truck Simulator. Even, yeah, he has all the... Hello, Ibby. Glad you could make it. How are you this fine Saturday, well, for me, cloudy Saturday morning? Alright, gotta slow down. Right, watch for those. Okay, cashless is on the two left-hand lanes. Alright, we've got the cruise control set. sneak through. Ibby says, it's also cloudy here. I'm good, thank you. How about me? Yeah, I'm doing well as well. Been a busy week. Studying, trying to get that Nidataban review done, which has been pretty aggravating, but I think I've got it almost finished. And yeah, Ibby says, I'm still a bit sad I can't watch any Melbourne Train Dude videos anymore. He does have a Twitch, and he has streamed once to the Twitch since vanishing off the face of the planet, so he does still occasionally stream to his Twitch. So just between that, but yeah, it's not secret or anything, it's public, so yeah, he doesn't really. If he says, I'm sure that video will be good, well, I've tried to research it as best I can. I've did multiple script. Oh, get safe. Oh, I need to get in the right lane anyway. Never mind.
Keep right.
Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of recording all the in-game footage, so we'll see what happens there. Taking the exit to Montpellier onto the A9. Thank you for getting into the right lane. I can now overtake you. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, I've tried. It should be out today, I hope. Once I'm done with the stream, I'll start work on it again. Keep in the lane, keep in the lane. Alright. Okay, so I have 864 kilometers of fuel left. And how far do I have to the checkpoint? 546 kilometers. Okay, that's good enough for me. Alright. Alright, stick in this lane. Okay, I'm back. If he says, okay, thank you for the info, I can put the link to his Twitch in the chat if you want me to. But if you just search Melbourne Train Dude, and then it's a direct rail services profile with a direct rail services class 66 that pops up, that's him. Right, keep slowing down. Ibby says, I don't know why, but the review change was a bold move. Well, I just felt like I had hit a bit, to be frank, I felt like I had hit a bit of a brick wall. Because there's only a certain number of people who have the time and the patience to watch a whole point A to point B run. And I was looking at like DC 4260 and Train Sim Society, and thinking, okay, these guys are doing pretty well on the old YouTube view front, so I might as well take a crack at it. Can't hurt. Like, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, so yeah. Ibby says, excited to see the new chapter. Thank you. It's just that, yeah, my content's going to become a lot more infrequent because it's not as if you could just fire up the game and do a point A to point B run with no preliminaries. You have to research, write the script, you have to record the voice clips, the in-game footage. It's a slog. Like, I genuinely don't know how DC 4260 manages to get his reviews out so fast, but I think he has a lot more time on his hands than I do. Just saying, but yeah. And plus I wanted to, and with Nidataban, I wanted to start off with a route that's somewhat small, somewhat self-contained, doesn't have too much content for it, but is also a really decent line. And plus it needs the hardly anyone talks about Nidataban anymore. It's a really, really good route, but it's not really the newest and shiniest route in the game, that's for sure.
Keep left.
And yeah, I do already have a plan for the next review, which is going to be, let's just say it's going to be it's another excellent route. Who knows, I might get onto the absolutely terrible routes, like, I don't know, West Cornwall local. Might do a West WCL review if I really feel like inflicting pain on myself. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm going to try to stay away from the terrible routes. Who knows? One thing I do want to do is give the expert locomotives, the 2 by Train Sim Germany, a bit of a chance to shine, because no one's really done like a proper review of them. Ibby says Brighton Mainline would be a pain. Yeah, it probably would. Ibby says even I ain't bothered to do that one. Yeah, BML would be a giant pain in the rear end. But I'd probably record in-game footage with both the default timetable and also the mod timetable that you have access to, which PC players have access to. The one by trainsim.cz that adds the class 700, which I think is a really decent addition. Just wish it would be updated to layer the 377/3 from East Coastway. Ibby says for... You mean, what if I reviewed West Coast Mainline, Ibby? Oh. Never mind, okay. Right. Back up to 90. Oh, the timetable mod? If I did a West Coast Mainline South review, I probably would record some footage on the on-track simulation 2019 timetable. That'd be, because that adds like the Virgin Trains, Pendolino, and then it seems to be pretty decent. I've given it a go. Ibby says, I thought you were going to talk about the West Coast Mainline enhancement mod. No, I'm not. Like, if I was going to do a West Coast Mainline South mod, I'd also get the on-track sim 2019 timetable, but I'd want to get the mild May line first, because in the 2019 timetable that forms the bulk of the overground services, since the Adventures were just being introduced in that time period. So yeah, and speaking of mild May, it looks as though Johannes has finally gotten to working full-time on the Richmond extension after doing his degree, and I am somewhat optimistic about it. Mild May seems like a somewhat decent route, but definitely does need a... Oh dear. Definitely does need a like the major bugs fixed, and it needs a performance improvement, because my goodness, that route runs pretty badly on my machine, and it runs pretty terribly on consoles too. But on the plus side, the rail scene is superb. Greater Anglia services, Elizabeth Line, DLR, like AI DLR trains. That's so cool. And like, yeah, with the Richmond extension and Train Sim World 6 feature, and the route being brought up to Train Sim World 6 standards,
Keep right, and then exit right.
like, I'm mildly optimistic about it. I just hope Johannes can like iron out the major bugs with the line. Oh my goodness, that's a 90 to a 50. My word. Ibby says, speaking of Train Sim World, I'll make it short as to why Dovetail chose to make the GBR Great British Railways 802 a paid DLC, even though you can get the same thing in Creators Club. It gets worse than that, Ibby. They've been removing Great British Railways Creators Club liveries, so people have to pay for their stupid gameplay pack. Oh, trust me, the Great British. Mild spoiler alert for my Nidataban review. The GBR 802 will make a cameo appearance in that, just because I want to. I'm going to forever run Dovetail over the coals for this. Like, I am mad about this. Like, you can get it from Creators Club for free, and they're charging money for it. Sorry, didn't mean to go on a rant. Do you mean me as do you mean my Ibby says they deserve a boycott. Well, yeah, I've sworn off on getting Dovetail products. I'm just getting the third-party stuff now. I've got Medway Valley on the wish list. I got Liberdets to Star Alpaca and the Expert 145, neither of which are Dovetail products. And yeah, I'm really mad about making the 802 payware, like, genuinely. Let's go get that photo trophy real quick. Carcassonne. Oh wow, hang on, let's change it to daytime so we can actually see. Ooh, nice. Ibby says, I'm mad at Dovetail with the big bullcrap. Oh, 100%. Like, I am really, really mad. The last thing that they released was the BR-147, right? Which seems decent. Like, I'm not raking Dovetail over the coals for that one. I'm not going to get it because I don't have Stuttgart Heilbronn. And I think if you don't have Stuttgart Heilbronn, it's just a bit pointless. But it does seem to be a welcome improvement over Skyhook's absolutely god-awful BR-187 that they made many years ago. But Ibby says the concept Great British Railways Creators Club liveries are cool. I would disagree. I think the Great British Railways livery is meh. I think it's just way too fussy, and incorporating the British flag into it is a bit of an unwise choice, and to top it off, calling it Great British Railways in the first place is a bit too British Empire, if you know what I mean. Just call it British Rail. You called it British Rail until the 1990s. Call it British Rail again, and just take the old, I don't know, Intercity Swallow livery and update it for the modern day. Don't come up with a stupid, overly patriotic livery. And I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but this sort of stuff grinds my gears. GBR livery is too much British? 100% agree, Ibby. 100% agree. Like, mind you, I'm not against railway renationalisation. I think railway privatisation was a terrible decision, and the railways in Britain have gone significantly downhill since privatization, and like the constant flood of like making railways a for-profit enterprise is just a terrible idea. Like, and I know people are going to be leaping into the chat saying, "Oh, the Japan Railways network is privatized. Why are you talking about that?" Not, if you dig into it, it's not really privatized, because the rail companies are majority owned by the local government, so they're essentially just public owned corporations with a few businesses investing in them. So I regard that argument as moot. There we go, back up to 90. Ibby says, not going to go political, but some certain people wouldn't even call that livery true or truly British. I assume that's what you mean. Yeah, I know exactly what kind of crowd you're talking about, and it's this crowd which has caused it to be branded like this, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah.
Keep right.
Like,
then exit right.
Like, just take the old, like, I know it's an old livery, like the old British Rail Intercity Swallow livery. but could you just please just take that old livery and just give it a bit of a modern refresh? Like LNER showed how to make that old British Railway livery look classy. Like the LNER British Rail style liveries on their Class 91s and Mark 4s, that is a classy livery. Ibby says the swallow but better would have been Pete. Yeah, 100%. Like, not making it this stupid, overly patriotic eyesore that it is, just shows you that, yeah, it's, and plus, having, Ibby says the 91 and Mark 4s are sexy in that livery. Oh, 100%. I think that they are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm still holding out for a Class 91 in Train Sim World. I know we've had an East Coast Main Line for what, well over 2 years at this point. Okay, we have to take the exit here toward Bayonne. So, and like, if we could have the LNER, like,
Right.
the old style, if we could have like both LNER and like the new LNER livery and the LNER British Rail stuff, like two different liveries for the 91 and Mark 4s at a DVT, I'd get that. If he says can't lie, the railways are losing their variety. You're right. Like, this Great British Railways livery is going to be used across the entire network. Like, why? Have like some region-specific liveries. British Rail did it. There was British Rail ScotRail back in the day. Anyway, if he says ECML needs some love, oh, 100%. ECML in its current state, it needs an LNER 800, Hull Trains 802, Lumo 803, LNER 91, and Mark 4s. If he says that we have to pay an absurd price for the 91, oh, 100%. And do you know who I would bet? I'd bet good money that Alan Thompson will make a Class 91. And royally just absolutely bodge it like they did with the 90. Like if we could have if Alan Thompson makes a 91, I will lose it. That will be the worst decision ever to let them make a 91. If he says sectorization will work, yeah, 100%, and it would increase the variety of stuff, because having the same livery on everything across the whole country, Deutsche Bahn did it, and look how boring they are. Like, the Deutsche Bahn red is everywhere, and it drives me insane. If he says Alan Thompson's scamulation at it again, like, all of the warning signs were there. Just look at their Class 745 and 755 that they did for TS Classic. Those cost £40 each. £40 for a Train Sim Classic EMU that's mildly decent. It should have been 15, but instead, no, they're charging 40 for it. Ugh. And then with the 90, look at the absolute terrible job they did with that. And mind you, they say they're going to fix it, but would I trust them to do that? No. I just feel sorry for all the people who shelled out money to buy that piece of crap. Ibby says still can't believe they didn't ban ATS after the worker harassment. Precisely. Like, that's why I refuse to buy any Alan Thompson Sim products. Mind you, Manchester Airport Commuter looks decent, but yeah, it's a company with dubious ethical and legal boundaries, and on top of that, they have a They have a yeah, it's ridiculous. Ibby says, would be surprised if the team in the 90 got treated like 1700 slaves. Yeah, it's is there even a point? Like, just says, like, Dovetail and Alan Thompson do make a perfect team, don't they? Two scummy companies with dubious financial and ethical boundaries working together. And then we've got Alan Thompson talking about making a Class 90 passenger variant. Which, if they manage to get all the bugs sorted out on the 90, which I doubt they will, that might be decent. Ibby says, I just really want to see Dovetail have a boycott. Well, I'm doing my part. I'm not buying any of their products. Ibby says, I want to see the chaos. Oh, 100%. Like, I only buy third-party products if they're really decent. Like, I'm not buying Dovetail products. Like, I think the only exception to that recently was East Coastway Remastered, which wasn't really a Dovetail product. It was mainly Grunt Dog that did the remaster work, and like the basis is Dovetail. It's mainly Grunt Dog's work on top of that made the root what it is. So, yeah. If he says I want to see how gullible they are, yeah, I would love to. It's just that they've been pulling this off since for ages. Just like, look at stuff like München to Augsburg. That's from like what, 2020, 2021, and that's still an absolutely terrible product with no real updates to this day. Ibby says, wouldn't be surprised if it happens for Train Sim World 7. Yeah, well, I think the only reason Dovetail hasn't seen a massive drop in customers is the free starter pack, which is one of the better things they've done, if I'm being honest, like allowing people to upgrade for free without having to pay to get stuff yearly. That's a decent idea. Ibby says the old Dovetail had passion. All I see now from them is Mr. Krabs. Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. Yeah, that is a perfect summation of them, I must say. Under 1,000 kilometers. Sorry, I was ranting and missed it. Which means we're 3/4 done with this trip. Nice. Yeah, it's just... But mind you, I think what's really keeping Train Sim World on its feet nowadays is the third-party stuff. Like Firefly Sim, Vector Simulations, Just Trains, Train Sim Germany. Like, they're all absolutely excellent third-party developers who are actively keeping the game going. And like, if it was just Dovetail, yeah, I would be highly doubtful if this game would be in an active position to develop anything. Like, you probably saw the pictures of. Oh, here's our fuel stop.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Hello, War Thunderman. Ibby says, yapping makes time go by. 100%.
Exit right.
Let's get some gas. Well, diesel. Yeah. I think... going back to the Great British Railways Class 802, I think DC 4260 would have already made a video raking Dovetail over the coals for that idea if he wasn't on a trip on the South Island in southern New Zealand. Onwards we go. Ibby says would have cost you a fortune right now because of a specific orange person. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and if there was a car company, I'd have eviscerated them, but yeah. Yeah. I believe there is a mod on the Steam Workshop that adds real fuel prices. Not exactly sure how it works, but yeah. I'm just glad that prices in this game for fuel haven't changed in years, otherwise I'd be paying through the nose for fuel right now. Oh, what's that a band says? I'm just talking. I've just been ranting about the what is it? The Class 802, the Great British Railways one that's being developed as a Dovetail by Dovetail Games. If he says it's relatively cold here. It's about 13-14 degrees Celsius here. What's Thunderban? Right, and we have 400 kilometers of extra fuel. We're on the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Ibby says the mirror makes it look like a bus. Yeah, it does. It does have like a bus-like interior, doesn't it? Alright. We still have one more border to cross over. Once we pass the next toll booth, we're into Spain, which is our last country. Alright. I see, War Thunderman. Slow down for this. Hello, hello Ibrahim. Let's go. Back up to speed. Time check. Okay, I have more than enough time. Yeah. There was a new release for Train Sim Classic, the Class 220 and 221 enhancement pack by Armstrong Powerhouse, and it seems as though ArmStation Land Rover have made another banger of an enhancement pack, which they don't do too often nowadays, so that's good. Left lane time. Oh! It's just you on an alt account, Ibby. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Keep left.
That's funny. Alright. Alright. Next stop. Bilbao. If he says not your fault, it's all good. Okay, just checking. Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's been a. Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting me in. It's just, Dovetail and Alan Thompson's shenanigans never failed to make me really, really angry. Like, really. Like, really, really cross. Nope. Stop it, lane keeping support. Lane keeping support does behave weirdly. Like these areas where there aren't any lanes, toll booth. If he says it's been a long morning, Dawn is beginning to lighten the sky. Oh, down to 80. And there's the Spanish border, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spain. Last country of the day. Ibby says, woke up at 5 a.m. to do something, went back to bed, body said, no to sleep, and here I am at 11 a.m. Well, I woke up pretty early this morning, too. I woke up at 7-ish. I was hoping to sleep in a bit. Oh, Rozzers. Ooh, we can still go 90. Ibby says 6 hours later, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just... Oh, my control... Those rumble strips actually cause it to vibrate. Oh, I have to go in this lane for cashless. Okay. Oh, I could go... Oh, I thought I was still in cruise control. I wasn't. I can go at 40 through these toll gates. That's good. Better than 30, I suppose. Ibby says I got to at least I get to watch the Nürburgring Landstrecke series. Nice. You should talk to my brother Joel Eliminator then. He's absolutely a racing nut. Like, I'm not kidding. He follows basically every racing series there is. Like any of the major ones. The World Endurance Championship, Nürburgring 24 Hours, Formula 1. He follows up. And rallying. He follows a bunch of the major ones. And he's trying to get into real life rallying himself, so go give him a subscribe. Go hit the subscribe button so you can eventually get there. Ibby says, oh hell yeah. Yeah. Seems as though we're getting into Ibby says he follows WEC, WRC, F1, and IMSA. That's basically all the ones that Joel follows, so you'll have to... Yeah, basically, you'll go join his Discord. He has a Discord server, and then you can chat to him for hours about racing. And he's also likes trucks, like I do. Ibby says, I've seen this guy before. Bilbao, here we come. Did you just randomly come across Joel, like, on channel recommendations? Maybe? That's impressive. Here. Oh, you've seen his Dirt Rally 2.0 video. Ah, nice. That's pretty cool. It must be because you've seen my stuff, and because I recommend his channel, that YouTube then directed you to his stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, he makes decent content. Nowhere up there with me, but no, I'm kidding. He makes really decent videos. He's not at the moment. He's not making any content because he doesn't have access to his sim setup at the moment because we're in the UK. But yeah, Ibby says yes and no. One time I have, but I've seen his dirt video by searching in a specific thing. Oh, nice. Hello, Tam. Glad you can make. What? You son of a. Ah! I didn't even see him. He was right in my blind spot. Ah! Just trying to go to undertake this guy. Get out of the way. If you're going slow, thank you. Ibby says I'm trying to lock in on this channel. Nice. Right, yeah. This job's gonna get me 130 grand. Tam says, I hope you can pronounce my name. Probably not, since it looks Vietnamese? Cambodian? Thai? If I'm not mistaken. Get out of the way! Oh, you silly truck. Silly truck. Ibby says, gonna start posting and remake car content. Oh, nice. Yeah. Ugh. Tam says he's Vietnamese. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce Vietnamese names, I'm sorry. So I'm just... Oh, over... Just force it to brake. If you really want to, you can force the AI to stop if you need them to. Right, now getting onto the AP68. $620 kilometers to go, all of them in Spain. Let's have a look. So yeah, we're passing through Bilbao, Santander, Gijon, and Navia, and then A Coruña. I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah. I'm just hoping... Ibby, did you see the new Tadami screenshots, the Tadami line? Looks absolutely gorgeous. Ibby says, you know what I realized? Motion blur happens in real life, that's why it's in games. You took that long to realize that? I normally have motion blur off in video games because it just hogs my performance, really. Okay, Ibby. Yeah, I just thought it was, you know, self-evident. Anyway. Oh, you haven't seen the Tadami shots. That's why. Yeah, they're in the roadmap. The blue and white livery with the red stripe, that's the Niigata region, Kiha 40. The orange one is JR National, and the white and two-tone green is Tohoku region. Like, oh man, it's just gorgeous, that route. Like the... Yeah. Like, yeah, you should go have a look at those screenshots, because, oh my goodness, Union Workshop are absolutely cooking the heck out. Like, it's been in development since September 2022, and I have the feeling it might release soon. I think the only thing that's left to do is make Japanese NPCs. Ibby says, I only saw this week for the stream is the great GBR Class 802. You didn't miss too much. It was a pretty Spartan roadmap. There was Preston Crew 80 limit, and Preston Crew shots, which looked nice. Then there's also more Tadami screenshots. Go have a read. Go and read the full article yourself, because yeah. Ibby says, wouldn't be surprised if someone was pissed off in the chat at the GPR 802 thing and got muted. I wouldn't be too surprised either. They do have a habit, like any dissenting voice, it's you get absolutely eviscerated by the mods, like, which is why I don't join these live streams anymore, because I know if I say anything critical, I'll get banned, and that annoys me. Constructive criticism, guys. They say they want constructive criticism, and that's what they encourage their ambassadors to do. But then no. Ibby says get double timed out. Yeah, they're just not tolerant of any criticism whatsoever. Oh, get out of the way. Don't go. Do not go. You son of a... What an absolute moron. You didn't see the gesture that I did just do at that guy, but trust me, it was a rude one. For goodness sake, the AI in this game, man. I couldn't move over because there were people overtaking me. Just stop. Don't just cut me off. What an absolute not nice person. 500 kilometers to go. 7/8 of the trip done. How long have I been going for? Hour 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah. It's just... this reliance on gameplay packs which add nothing new to the game. And just... it's just stupid. Absolutely stupid. You know what I mean? We need content, like new content, not just rehashes of stuff we've already had with like different liveries. But there are a few decent gameplay packs, to be fair. Like I'm not mad at all gameplay packs. Some add new stuff to the game. The Railhead like for example the Rail Operations Group Class 37 that added EMU drags into the game in Southeastern High Speed, and that is genuinely interesting, and it also added a modern variant of the Class 37 with TPWS. That was fun. And yeah, it's just, yeah. Ibby says YouTube moderation blocked my comments. Oh wow, must have been pretty strong stuff that you said in there. Wow. Because I have the moderation on like the lowest level, like basic level, so if it blocked your comments, you must have said some pretty insane stuff, man. Anyway. I'm 450 kilometers to go. Though, I am going to say, like, Dovetail has been known to produce a decent product from time to time. Like, Riviera Line, Cardiff City Network, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Cardiff City Network, Spore Lines, Groningen being my, and Riviera Line. Like, Groningen and the Riviera Line are two of my favourite routes of the game, like, genuinely. Ibrahim said, all I said was, and then put a certain gesture. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm not too surprised it got blocked. Ibby says, sometimes Dovetail lock in, and sometimes they don't give any Big Macs. Yeah, I don't get it. Why are they so inconsistent? I just don't get it. Like, sometimes they produce truly, like, gorgeous products. Like, Zwolle Groningen, like, wow, that is a gorgeous route. Riviera Line, also very decent. Southeastern, the older Southeastern High Speed, that's also a good one that I can think of. And yeah, like, and then sometimes they're just like, oh, we're just going to give a certain gesture to our player base and just come up with something that no one wants and that you have to pay money for, like the aforementioned Great British Railways Class 802. And did you notice in the article, bit of the article for the 802, they were talking about the power changeover mode being a thing, but it's like, and touting it as if it was a new feature. It isn't. It's been a feature since the 801 came into the game, because the 801 has an emergency diesel engine, so it can limp back to the depot if it needs to, and it's limited to 5 miles an hour. But with the 802, you can do power changeovers. Like, if you do the 802 test run services on Great Western Express Remaster, you can change between diesel and overhead wires. For the bit of overhead wires between the Heathrow Airport Junction and Paddington, which is a nice touch, which I really do like. EB says probably the Department of Transport forced them to do that. Maybe. You could be. Yeah, you might be right. Like, since it is an officially licensed Department of Transport thing, since Dovetail got to help them out, maybe as part of the agreement, Dovetail had to make this in order to help promote the new Great British Railways stuff, which honestly could, yeah, that makes, okay, now that I think about it, that does make logical sense. Ibby says, like how Transport for London told Dovetail not to include the front door in the 1972 stock. You're right. And I think the biggest offender in this regard is probably Metro North Railroad of the United States. They've based, for both Long Island Railroad version 2 and New York to Stamford, they forced the safety systems to be on and then changed how those safety systems worked to make sure that we can't operate them realistically, because they've been having trouble with nicking their rolling stock, which is pretty funny. But I can see where they're coming from in that regard, to be fair. But a lot of people absolutely detest the American safety systems, myself included. There's barely, and then with the M8 on New York Stamford, that was badly bodged too. Okay, come on, buddy, just get in. I love how they wait until the end of the until the end of the ramp before pulling in. Ibby says, you know what's funny? TSW ambassador promoted and showed a train fan's 802 livery and said good stuff about the Creators Club and the livery. That's pretty funny. That's even funnier that that's an ambassador doing that. Like, oh my goodness, that is so funny. Oh wow, okay, lane keeping support just yanked the steering wheel pretty hard. Only 300 kilometers left. Yeah, it's just doing a certain gesture to the entire player base. It's stupid. It's a bad business decision, and it annoys your very customers who you want to buy it.
Keep left.
It's insane. Absolutely insane. Anyway. Ibby says, oh, Artemis 2 landed? Yeah, it's been landed for a while. I think it touched down around 0100 this morning, British time. Ibby says, thank goodness it was a Columbia and there weren't any incidents. Yeah, you're right. Oh, hello, roadworks. Nope. Hello? Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was worried because Boeing doesn't have the best track record when it comes to this kind of thing. Oh, look at that little Spanish town over there in that little valley. That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah. Boeing doesn't have the best track record when it comes to this kind of thing, but then again, it's not exactly new technology you're dealing with. The main booster rocket on the SLS rocket is actually a repurposed space shuttle booster from the 1980s, so it's not exactly new technology. Ibby says, thought my internet provider blocked me from talking after what I said. Oh no. Good thing you stayed. You're able to stay, I should say. 80, break. I do like how the understated British voice reminds me to mind the speed limit. Oh wow, look at that! That's beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. Let's try and get another shot, why don't we? That's beautiful. I want to take a photo of that. Ibby says, phone said there is an internal error. Ooh, that's not good. Try and back this up so I can get like... Yeah, look at that! That is a thumbnail for tomorrow if I've ever seen one. Yeah. How much further do we actually have? Let's have a look. We just passed Gijon. We're about to go through Navia, so we're almost there. 260 kilometers to go. Ibby said we can't go to more... Sad we can't go to more wonderful places on Earth because of greed. Oh, 100%. Like Jordan, Ukraine, etc. Yeah, you're right. Like, I was actually wanting to go to Dubai at some point, to just see what all the fuss was about, you know, because it looked interesting, and I thought might as well go there. Tam says, what cargo am I carrying? I believe it's train bogies. Like, yeah, it's train bogies. Nice. There's the exit to Navia. Ibby says, you're welcome, restream. Look at that! That's beautiful! Oh man, I've never been to this part of the game. Like, I haven't really explored Spain or Portugal yet, which I'm sad about, so I need to do some more exploration of this area. I'm planning to anyway. At least I could do 90 instead of 80. But the country that does allow you to go the quickest is Britain, because they allow trucks to go 60 miles an hour or 97 kilometers an hour, which is nice. Ooh, look at this big bridge here. Oh, you mean Germany, Ibby? I think that's what you mean, right? Yeah. I've actually got... I'm going to let you viewers in on a little secret. I haven't announced... Train! That's actually good timing. I actually haven't announced this yet. I'm actually going to go to the Didcot Railway Centre this month. Yes, that Didcot Railway Centre. Not going to say what day it is. Oh, Ibby says 9 Switzerland. Sorry. Yeah, Switzerland, well, yeah. I actually have a buddy who actually lives in Germany but works in Switzerland, which apparently a lot of people do because it's so expensive to live in Switzerland. A lot of people live in Germany and then commute to work over the border every day because it's so expensive. But yeah, you're right. I would absolutely love to go to Switzerland, especially like the mountain railways, like Arosa Line, Benina Line, the Rack and Pinion railways. Ibrahim said, Phil says Didcot would be awesome. Oh yeah, I'm planning on making a video from that. So yeah, I'm going on one of the Steam days, so so hopefully they'll have, like, I don't know, like a saint, like Lady of Legend, or maybe they'll even have King Edward II in Steam, but who knows. Or they might have like visiting Steam from somewhere else. Like, imagine Flying Scotsman turns up. I doubt it, but that'd be cool if... Yeah. And then the Didcot Railway Centre is right next to the lines to Bristol and Oxford. There's also a good opportunity for like GWR and cross-country rail fanning as well. Phil says King Edward II would be great to see. Oh yeah, I've seen her in real life, and Ibby says he's still yet to show me the photos. I haven't been there yet, so I don't have any photos yet. Alright. Yay! We've got A Coruña on signs now. Alright, we're taking the right-hand lane toward A Coruña. Tam says, why is my sound so quiet? Let me have a look. Hello? Hello? AB says, is Phil from the Creators Club? I have no idea. I have no idea. Phil says he can hear me fine, so it might be on your end, Tam. He has Train Fan in his name? I have no idea.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Phil says I'm from Australia. Ibby says your sound is good. Thank you. Yeah, glad to know. I thought it was good. Whee! I need to put on the brakes. Come on. Oh, Tam says his soundbar is full and I'm still quiet. It must be on your end. Yeah. Phil's... Yeah, normally I'm in a much better time zone for Phil because, yeah, Japan... Where I am in Japan and where Phil is in Australia are only like 2 hours apart in terms of time zones, so... Yeah. Alright, on the A4... I'm going to make a pretty hefty 130 grand from this job, and hopefully like a level up or something. So yeah, I do want to go to Australia at some point and New Zealand, like, and railfan in both countries because, yeah, like. DC 4260 and the Midland Line for Trainsim Classic have both like convinced me in terms of like seeing New Zealand's railways in particular. Ibby says there we see a Nissan Qashqai used to be the average car you see in South London. Oh, trust me, where I am in Britain, the SUVs are everywhere. Like, especially like Range Rovers and Land Rovers are like the main vehicle of choice in the area where I am, and trust me, they are way like they are they're not vehicles that I can stand personally. I think they're way too overblown, if you know what I mean. What's that? The band says nice, my sound is normal now. Nice. Okay, that's good. Ibby says because they are soccer mom cars. Oh, you see a lot of blokes driving them too. Don't you worry. They are like, yeah, they're basically the feel. Yeah, it's yeah. But something which I did see yesterday, I saw an Alpine A290, which are these like Renault, which are like the new electric Renault 5s, but with Alpine bits stuck on them. And they look so good, like, genuinely. Like, I would get, like, those are probably my favorite cars now because I love the Renault 5, but like the little extra Alpine tweaks that they've added for a bit more power and like little extra bits on the outside are like, yeah, very, very cool. Ibby says the Toyota Aygo I always see. Yeah, Aygos are popular here. We don't even have Aygos in Japan. Like, they are, well, they mainly prefer, like, in terms of Aygos, they mainly like,
Keep left.
you know, instead of Aygos, it's the Yaris, and the Toyota, what you would call here a Prius C, but in Japan they're called Aquas. Down to 70, and we're finally off the motorway. Smythe says, I saw one whilst away last week. It's like the new twist on the Renault 5 GT Turbo. It's funny how they call it a turbo when it's an electric car, it doesn't have a turbo, but I digress. Like, yeah. I'll bring it, after we're done with this job, I'll bring up a picture of one for the viewers, because I really like them. Like, I thought the Renault 5 was good, but I think adding the little extra Alpine bits onto it made it even better. Right, down to 50. Oh wow, is this a roundabout in the air? Ibby says, I don't know why, but in the UK you can't go 50 minutes without at least seeing a Mercedes, or a BMW, or an Audi, any of these like somewhat upmarket German cars.
Keep right.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know why people need those posh vehicles. What's that band says, how many kilometers do I have left? 4. I'm nearly finished. It's taken me 2 streams to do this job. Smythe says, sorry I was gone for so long, I had to try to get my 18-month-old grandson to sleep and he didn't want to. Oh, I was with a friend's baby yesterday and I even got to carry her a little bit, and she's, I don't know how many months old, maybe like 3 months old. Absolutely gorgeous little baby. See you, Ibby. Glad you can make it today.
At the roundabout,
And
take the second exit.
so I need to take the second exit at ye olde roundabout. At least we've been on motorways the whole time, so we're able to make up decent time, even if we were missing out like some of the more interesting roads. Wait, oh wow. Okay, so there's no entrance on this side. We have to loop all the way around. Germany does rule in Britain. Though I have seen like a decent amount of
At the roundabout,
what is
take
it?
the first exit.
What is it? Like Chinese cars and
Exit now.
British cars like Fords, and yeah, there's like a decent decent mix of
Get
stuff
ready to
here.
Turn right. Turn right.
All right, interest. Wide swing. Yes, okay, that worked. Smiley says lots of BYD in the UK. I've seen some Chinese brands which I didn't even recognize. Trailer's fine, just speed, it's fine. There we go. Yeah, there's also BYDs in Japan as well. Like, there's a few people who've bought Chinese BYDs in Japan, which is really staggering because Japanese people absolutely adore Japanese cars, most of them, and will not buy foreign cars, most of them. But there's a few people who have shelled out for a BYD, and there are apparently plans for BYD to make a
Your route guidance is now
K truck. K car? There's cargo damage? I don't think so. Oh my goodness. We got this to level 20 done. Yes. High value cargo. Smythe said they're just really good for the cost, plus it means we're not lining my pockets. Precisely. And they're much better value for money than a lot of these other manufacturers, like the entrenched manufacturers who are already in the UK and Japan. They seem to be offering decent competition. That's what I'm saying. Like. And plus, getting an electric car nowadays, with the current crisis in terms of fuel costs, it's becoming more and more, like, you know, it's becoming more and more of a good idea to buy an electric car and not have to waste fuel. He says while driving a diesel truck in Euro Truck Sim, but it's a game. I can drive whatever I want. Right.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Smiley says my Audi is a diesel. Hope the fuel costs. Oh. What? Silly. I didn't even see him. Yeah, well, I don't. To be blunt, Smythe, I don't think that they're going to drop. It's, from what I've been seeing, it's going to be multiple years before, even if the war ends now, it's going to be multiple years before, before fuel costs drop to anywhere near pre-war levels.
At the roundabout,
It's
take
just,
the first exit.
yeah, it's just, ugh. So it's a bad situation all round. For no reason. Anyway, try to avoid getting political on this channel. Most of the time. Let's go get some fuel. Okay, that's blocked. War Thunderman says it's just going to be a few months? No. I'm sorry to burst your bubble on this, but from what I've been seeing,
Turn right.
from like experts who like track this stuff for a living, it's going to be years. It's like a shock like this is just not going to go away like that. It's just way too
Exit now.
cataclysmic, if you know what I mean. And it's got too many people spooked and nervous.
At the
Oi!
roundabout,
Get out of the
take
way.
third exit. Keep right. Exit now.
If the war ends, even with the war ending right now, War Thunderman, it's going to be
Get ready to
years
turn right.
before. What Smite says, I think there will be a reduction to short term, but not returning to what it was 2 months ago. Precisely. That's what
Turn right.
I've been seeing many of the experts saying. Right. It is time for an upgrade. Multiple upgrades, in fact.
Get
And a
ready to
repair.
turn right.
Oh, before I forget, and before I shell out any more money, took out a small loan to tide me over on the fuel costs. So yeah, now I've paid that
Turn
off.
right. Finally, we are here.
Yeah. 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 Oh. Right, let's give the old girl a service. Repair. And let's also get a replacement on the tires as well. Yes. Confirm. So the tires were getting a bit worn, so that was why I might as well. No. Oh, that gets rid of my livery. Come on. Cancel all modifications. No, I don't want to... Oh, come on. Okay, so this one, the 6x4 long, that's the one that works. Waterman asks how many horsepower is in my truck. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute once I get to that. So if I do 6x4 long, 29 grand, yeah, I can afford that. 650 horsepower after the upgrade. Yeah, it will be 650 horsepower. 42 grand. Look how much that's gonna help with heavy cargo. That's gonna be awesome. I've already got the best gearbox. Already got a good paint job. Okay, let's see. Are there any new, like, what if I remove this light bar? I can get a new light bar. I don't need it. Can get lights up there. Oh, no, I don't really want that. That ruins the line of the truck. No, I don't want any of those. Plated telepath devices. What's that event says the light bar is useless? No, it actually works. I just use it when I have like a special transport job. I like it. can get extra lights. Nah, not really. No lamps, yeah. Let's see if there's anything else I could get. Chromed Scania plate. Yeah, I've already got that. Exclusive. Ooh, that makes the whole front of the truck darker. Yeah, I'll do that. Someone says, I can't say it because it, okay, I was unable to see that message because it got pushed away so quickly. Was it? Oh, it's on Twitch. Smiley says, Phil, I meant to say my ATS and ETS servers out 24/7 if you ever wanted to use them. Offer is always there. I'm asleep in Europe, so they should be empty. Ah, okay. Might take a look at those. Stock badge, yeah. It's already there. Phil says, cheers, Smiles, thanks, mate. Yeah. No. Ooh, the black. What do you think of the blacked out front, viewers? I like that. With the chrome Scania on the front. I think that looks pretty decent. Do I... No. I want you. No, you. With a super badge. Yes. Extra. Add the badge, that'll add power. As everyone knows, adding a badge gives you more power. Right. Let's see. Can I get any better lights? No, we've already got the best lights. So, fair enough. We want standard... Oh, it's like mesh lights to mesh to guard the headlights. Too much black? I think I like it as contrast. War Thunderman. You can add extra lights. Ooh, I think I like those. I think I'll keep those. Front bumper. Low painted. I think I like that grille. No, I'm not really a fan of that. Add some extra stairs. This is going to cost 48 grand, by the way, so far. And I haven't even got... Ooh, that bit became painted. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. I want as much painted as possible. Let's actually add some better wheels. So those are the serious wheels. Oh, wait, we can change the color? What if I just make them black? No? Drag, thank you. Ooh. Yes. Math says, Phil and I were discussing Trains to Build 6. Now we have conductors as well as drivers. Do you think we'll see a multiplayer option where one drives and a couple could be train crew? I think that would be great fun. Honestly, considering Dovetail being what they are, I don't think we'll ever experience something like that, and I think they'll just leave God mode to rot as it currently is, if I'm being brutally honest. I think that's a great idea. Like, I would love to see that, but I just don't think that's ever gonna happen. Just because Dovetail are gonna dovetail, and they're not going to do that. But just because they want to... No, I don't really want the V8 badge. Because if you have a look at where the V8 badge goes, it actually infringes a bit on, like, the Ukrainian Trident, and I want to keep that, like, uninterrupted. So, side pipes. Chrome side pipes. Viewers, chrome side pipes. Yes, no. What do you think? What do you think, viewers? Chrome side pipes? Yeah, do I want to try? Phil says no. Okay. Yeah, now that I think about it, they are a bit too ostentatious. Smythe says, I feel the same with respect to Dovetail, but it would add so much to the sim. Yeah. I think I do like the unostentatious exhaust, to be fair. Can I... Ooh. Adding a bit of those things there. 78 grand. Okay, wow, I'm really spending a lot on this upgrade. Ooh, bigger fuel tank. 100%, I will take that. Let's see. What about you? Yeah, just keep the stock ones. Dark silver. Oh, but I need to change the tires to black, so it's not... Smite says, quietly understated with the accessories is always the way. Yeah. Yeah, considering I'm getting like a whole chassis upgrade. Ooh, yeah, like little protectors there. I will get those. And, ooh, yeah, make that whole thing painted. Make those black. Dark silver, yes. LED brake lights, that's already painted. V8 mud flaps, yes. 94 grand. Whew. This is gonna be expensive, y'all. Dark silver. Just make sure everything's set. Oh. Make sure everything's set up properly. There we go. Don't want pipes. What's that about? It says cool truck? Yeah, I think it's really come along a long way. Yeah, we've got the proper rims. Let's get these tires on the go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, look! It actually tells you the amount of ambient noise these tires produce. That is so cool. I love that. And these tires are actually better for fuel consumption as well, according to this, so... Yeah, yeah. Don't need the V8 badge. Okay, so that's exterior accessories done. It's already 94 grand. Smart Dash Advanced. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the wheel. Ooh. The V8 wheel, yeah, I'll have that. Because I do have the V8 engine, it makes sense to have the matching wheel. Don't need, that's not. Telepass devices, blah blah. Wait, pack with it. Wait a minute, I can have a... Okay, wait a minute. Whoa. I can have a plate with a light box? How does that work? Interesting. Don't need you. I've already got GPS. Chromed. Yeah, those are already painted, so I don't need to deal with them. Standard paint with light box. I don't need it. So let's just remove it. Standard, yeah. Don't need you. We'll keep the Lord of the Rings trilogy there. So what does that add? Oh. Stone Guard. No, I don't need you. Keep the telepass devices there. Should I put Max on the dash? Oh, but then he's not facing outward, so I'll remove him. What can I have? What's that about? It says put Max on the bed. That's actually a good idea. And remove the one on the passenger seat. Wait a minute, I could put a dog on the passenger seat. Where's the dog? Doggy. Where's the doggy? Doggy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I have the dog on the passenger seat, why not? I think that's everything. It's just almost everything, I should say. V8 back panel. Yeah. Don't need that. About you. Don't need that. Honestly, this dash cam doesn't really... Might as well put a CB radio in. That'd be realistic. So... just remove that. Okay. So, viewers... that is 97 grand worth of truck upgrades. Ooh, yes. Oh yeah. That is very nice. Wait a minute. So if I turn on the high beams... oh, I've got automatic high beams. Hang on, I have to turn those off. So if I go gameplay, automatic, high beams off temporarily. Oh, those two lights at the bottom don't line up. Don't light up. Okay, that's annoying. Hang on, but they're... okay. Right. There are a couple of things I want to do. So, first off, these two lights down here can be removed because they don't work. And then I want to go in interior accessories, and I want to see if this works. So if I try this out, so if you can turn them on in the mirrors menu. Oh, they're fog lights. Okay. Hang on. So, wait a minute. Did you see that? Look, when I turn the headlights off, that light box turns off. And if when I turn the headlights on, it turns on. Hang on a minute. So if I go in photo mode and turn it to nighttime, it's an additional lighting. Okay. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. So if I do, boom, nighttime. Oh, they're fog lights. Okay. They're F. Yeah, so that light thing lights up at night. Okay. So if I press F4, just lights. So would they count as like front and roof auxiliary lights? I imagine so. So, right, okay. I think I know what to do. Phil says yes, that's them. Okay. Is there a specific keybind which I can use to turn them on? Because that would be cool. So if I go truck config, I can put them back on. There we go. And then I want to change the name on this. Subscribe. Yes! Only that menu, but they turn on and off at the high beams. I see. Then I probably won't have them if there isn't like a dedicated keybind and I have to go through menus, then probably not then. Alright. Okay. How long have I been going for? 1 hour 58 minutes. Okay. I will have to go in like half an hour. So, I think I know what to do. Try and get a job. Let's go from here, A Coruña. Price per distance. Up to Sweden. Up to Sweden? Phew! 181 grand. What do you think, viewers? Wait a minute. Whoa. No. I'll go to Austria because then I get to try out the JCB equipment pack, which I haven't had the opportunity to yet. Yeah, I'll take this one. JCB Excavator 245XR. Once you set it, they function with the headlights. Oh, you're... okay. I won't take a job yet, and I'll go reconfigure them. What's that about? It says, hell yeah? Oh yeah. This is a heck of a truck. Yeah, I'll just remove them. Yeah. There's just... Okay. Hopefully we can still get that job to Vienna. So... I need freight market jobs. Let's go from A Coruña. Yes! Start the Austrian job. And then I might try to take a job like via Switzerland or something. And then like go via Switzerland. Fog lights don't normally turn on when there's no fog. I see. Alright.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Look, when I turn the lights on, the license plate turns on. Very cool. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I need to go to widget options and turn interior infotainment. Wait a minute. I need to set a... Is there a fuel station? No. I have to go to that Levantina facility. So... Wait a minute. Where's my HUD gone? Whoa, 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 whoa. Huh? Viewers? Why is my route advisor hidden? And why can I not turn it on? What? The method Phil and I were explaining works for lights added on light bars on the roof and grill, etc. That should help you on any further lights you add. Thanks. But what on earth? Why can't I turn my... Why can't... Huh? It says they're only... Is my game broken? I'm really confused. It's Hang on. Infotainment. It's not under the infotainment switch. If I turn it back on... Nope, that's not it. If I turn it back on... Where's my route advisor HUD? What in... What? Have I... Hang on. I'll go to the F4 HUD. Just lights? Maybe it's because I adjusted the dashboard light? Phil says F3. Okay. Ah! Thank you. Thanks, guys. I forgot that was the keybind for that. Alright. How much time do I have left? Oh wow, this is... Thanks, Phil. Much appreciated. What if I go to exterior view? Oh, okay. Now it's restored. I must have hit F3 by mistake. I must have thrown F3 by mistake and removed the entire HUD. Thank you, guys. Right, so how much time do I have left? I have just under half an hour before I have to go have lunch. Oh, I need to actually pause. Go away. There we go. Smiley says infotainment. Infotainment. Something.
At the roundabout.
Infotainment bot on the in-truck GPS on your dash. Ah. Oh. That reminds me, I need to go and switch off interior infotainment because I just used the route advisor HUD.
Keep right.
What do you think of my truck now, viewers? What? Absolutely. Goodness gracious.
Exit now.
What do you think of my truck, viewers? Oh yeah. That is a seriously cool truck. Yeah. Now all I have to do is save up for... What is it? What do I have to save up for? Oh yes. A Volvo coach. That's what I have to save up for.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then turn left. Turn left.
This is tight. Surprised this isn't a hidden road. Oh my word. Somebody says, looks very good. The JCB yellow will match nicely. The JCB equipment pack was actually a gift from my brother, along with the Corona equipment pack.
Turn right.
And I'm actively considering getting the Bobcat one. But I think I'll hold off on it and take a bit of time with the... Ooh, this is tight. With the JCB equipment pack, you know? And plus, on top of that, I want to save my money for coaches. Alright. Yeah. That was...
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Yeah, just look at this. What a cool piece of machinery. What's that about? It says your chat thingy doesn't have emojis. Ah, that's not good. I might have to take a look at that. Oh wow, we're off-road. We are off-road. Hang on. Smiley says, always worth waiting till the sales for DLC in this game to come around regularly enough. Yeah. Oh, and I also got forest machinery as well. I've forgotten I got that. Yeah. Actually, it was actually cheaper to buy the bundle for forest machinery in American Truck and Euro Truck instead of just getting it for Euro Truck. Even though I never ever play American Truck Simulator. I haven't played it in like a year. What was I doing? Oh, yes. I need to go to keys. What's my lift axle? Lift drop axle. Yeah. Just leave it as A. Why not? So if we stop and then hit A, do I have the function to do that? No, I don't think it's working. I think it's because my mud flap covers are so low. I don't think there's any room for the axle to move if it does have that function. My goodness, we are bumping around. And I also can't wait for those refrigerated trailers coming in, what is it, 1.59? Which they've just announced. Those will be good. Job offer, freight market, 122 grand to Vienna, Austria. So it's over on the right hand side. I'm a 6x4, not a 6x2. Ah. It was worth a shot. Oh, it's up this little... Oh, wow. This is really tight. My word. Up the hill. Okay. Since we're on a work site, I might as well turn my beacon light on. There's my... Is that my trailer? No, my trailer's down. For goodness sake. I went past it. Oh, it's... Oh, wow, that is tight. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a bit of an interesting reversing job, that's for sure. Woohoo. It's always worth it taking the jobs that offer the most amount of money. Yes. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Right. I need to take a look at the map. So, what could I do in half an hour? Is there any fuel stops nearby? How far is that? 400 kilometers. Are you serious? Ugh. There aren't any fuel stops nearby. What the heck? I think I'll have to go via this fuel stop in Navia. Yeah, I think that's where I'll end. And then I think think I might... Do I want to go, like, via Geneva and then Innsbruck? That might actually be a lot of fun. Somebody says that's a wonderful color match. It is, yeah. So, if I go, like, via Geneva and then Bern, Zurich, Innsbruck, and then Klagenfurt, that actually would be a lot of fun. So, if I go bam... So, it's Geneva, Bern, Zurich, Innsbruck. Oh, it wants me to go via... Oh, and then it would route me via Munich and Salzburg. Okay, that makes... Okay, that's nice. Yeah, okay, so we've got the route set up. Let's go. Alright. Gently get the trailer out. I want to leave the turn to the absolute last minute, because I don't want to bang the trailer on this wall. Yes! Haha! Ha ha ha. Yes. Smiley says, Alpine roads are great fun. That load on them, well, that's a whole new level. Oh, this is good to be... Well, if you have a look at the map... that's France. I think I'll be on motorways the entire time? If I'm not mistaken? Yeah, I'll be on motorways the entire time, so it's not as if we'll be going via any Alpine roads. Except... What if we go via Innsbruck and then... Hang on. Does this work? No, it doesn't want me to. Ah! Never mind. It was worth a shot to try to get it to route me via those roads. What's that event says ice cream time? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I actually want to go via this road. Wait, is it that the road that goes alongside the Mittenwaldbahn? Ooh, yeah, I think I might want to go via that road. If I remove you. Yeah. Have as few waypoints as possible. Okay, so yeah, we will be getting Alpine roads, but not till tomorrow, because I can't go all the distance today. Oh, are you serious? This is going to be annoying to try and get out of. Let's leave the turn to the last minute here. Oh yeah, that is a good color match. That is a very good color match. Easy does it. I already have a job. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Jeremy Clark said laugh. Go this way. Oh yeah, this is the first time I've tried a JCB equipment pack job. Alright, switch off the beacon lights. Yes! Ha 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 ha! On the brakes.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Oh wow, okay. That was a steep downhill section. So much so that my truck started breaking the speed limit through mode. Oh no. Oh no. It wants me to go via this tight little road here. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Sorry, shouldn't have sworn. Oh no. What's that about? It says beacon on. Let's have a look. It's already on. It's just hard to tell. Yeah. Since we're going through a tight road, might as well have the beacon on. Oh no. This is so bad. No. Eehee. That house is sticking out the road. What the heck? That's a house! Ah!
Turn left.
Turn left, you say? This is so scary. This is the worst possible road you could expect me to have this kind of load on. No, 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 no. Oh. Very nearly demolishing someone's brick wall. Right, I'm going to leave the turn to the absolute last minute, otherwise I'm screwed. This is... I hate this. But at least I know for next time, don't take a job from that facility in A Coruña, otherwise you're gonna have major pain and suffering. Oh, someone stupid parked a Peugeot truck in the middle of the road. Are you kidding me?
Get ready.
That should be illegal.
Turn right.
I don't like this. Don't like this. I'm doing a decent job so far, I must say, but oh, this is stressing me out. Oh, you're kidding me. Now I have to go up this road on the right. What's that demand says this is easy for a truck, but hard on the road. Oh yeah, due to the big load, this would definitely wreak havoc on the pavement. Okay. Maximum. Oh my goodness, look how close I was to that little pole there. That was the. Easy does it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was scary. Oh my word. Didn't anticipate having to come back out there. Turn the beacon off, we're good now. I should move as close as possible to the road, so I don't have to do it. Phil says in this country the truck would not be allowed on that street. Oh, 100%. Thanks, developers. Yeah, don't know why they... I didn't hit anything though. I will take that. That was very well. I will give myself a virtual pat on the back for that one. Right, let's block the road. Thank you, Mr. Hilux. Gendarme! Ah! Nearly hit the Roser. Thank you.
Keep right.
And we are on the move. War Thunderbird says, how many hours have you played this game? Let me have a look. I can take a look at Steam right now and let you know the exact number. 142.8 is your answer there, War Thunderman. Phil says you did an awesome job. Thank you. I did a much better job than I thought. I thought for sure I was going to hit something. Oh, I need to take the exit on the right, on the right. Nearly got in the wrong lane there. Yeah. So, how far to my next checkpoint? 230 kilometers. Oh. How much time do I have? 15 minutes. I'm not going to get there in time. I need to pull over before then. Is there a pullover spot? Yeah, let's actually pull over at this place up here.
This.
Yeah, we don't have time. Oh, I have green.
Right.
Oh, I do need a thumbnail for tomorrow's stream, since... I think I might have left that too long. Ah, yeah, I did. Ham is saying my skill's not good enough. Well, that's his problem. If he feels that way, then oh well. Yeah, why not? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Just waiting for all these guys to go by. Leon Parsons! Glad you can make it. We very nearly are about to finish up, but I'm glad you can make it. Pull over this truck stop here. Oh, there's another JCB. Nice. Hang on, let's pull up a bit further. Is that good parking? I think I can move up a tad further. Yeah, that's good enough. Leon says I missed seeing you on live before. Yeah. You almost missed this stream. I was just about to finish. Anyway. So yeah. Let's just switch the truck off. That'll be all for this video stream, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Leon says he's happy for the Tadami line. Same, man. Same. And I will see you all in the next one, which should be tomorrow, I hope. And Leon says it's good parking. Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow, I hope. Hopefully I can get my Ninja Talban review out today, but no promises. Bye! Bye, Phil. Bye, War Thunderman.